So you're probably thinking, oh, two Atlantean gods, what's the difference? Well, our Gaia player will be able to leave a citizen right by the shore, gathering from the quicker wood trees here in the event. He needs to another dock or something. Well, conversely, our Chronos player, the opposite, going to be able to actually deconstruct a dock. Top of that, our Chronos player, likely to go for a forward base. Considering you can just build the buildings at home and actually shift them across the map. So I think it's going to have to come down to how well Chronicfail can hold off against a Chronos pushing with buildings early on. While also trying to hold off HUSKSUPPE's water. So Chronic's committed to do docks, but hasn't actually started any fishing yet. What's up? Just the one dock to begin with, but he's already able to start spending on fishing boats, because for the price of a dock he can get 2.5 fishing boats out. So he's already ahead on the food eco and can actually just worry about gathering wood on the land. Well, for the time being, Chronic still restricted to actually gathering some food on the land. Or having to gather a lot more on the land, sorry. So I really think you probably should have opened with only one dock here to start with. So you would have a much easier time getting on these fishing boats. Even if you then, I guess, you know... Oh, well I suppose he put up a second dock hoping that Sup would deconstruct one, and Sup opted not to. So I guess that's sort of why you don't do that against Chronos, is open... Like against Chronos, you shouldn't open with the second dock until they actually deconstruct the first. Because otherwise, you know, you're sort of handicapping your ability to actually get the early fishing boats. Because now Sup will wait until classical... Because normally if you only go with one dock, when the Chronos player comes past with his Oracle, he'll deconstruct it. Particularly if you haven't left a villager over there. You know, particularly if you're not Atlantean with it just chopping here, or in Gaia's case, right next to the dock. In fact, what Sup may opt to do is try and force that villager back before he opts to deconstruct the dock, and if he has to deconstruct, you know, the temple or the manor instead, just to lock his opponent up. So Prometheus finishing up for Sup, Oceanus for Chronicfail. So Chronicfail going through all these healer myth units and the carnivora defense. Sup just going for Valor on his oracles there, so he can try and take out one of these docks and deconstruct the other. So Atlantean, well his Gaia opponent, sorry, is committing to a third dock now, because he knows he's likely to have that one get deconstructed. Oh, and this is a nice scout for Sup. He's found the next dock. He's looking to see if there's potentially attempt at a fourth, should this fail. So the third dock will finish. And it looks like Sup might be able to take one out. Just holding up deconstruction still, because I think he's still feeling pretty confident at the moment. With his age up being that little bit faster. And Carnivore out now, so we'll start working away at these units. An impressive mass of the bireams already for Sup, so Chronic. We'll start massing up his now as well. He's already up to 4. So he does have that extra dock over his opponent, but I don't think he'll be able to stay in triple warship production continuously. But the temple being shifted back, 20 military barracks there. Now the fishing boat's actually being focused down here by Sup.
Skopos.
So a shitload of bireams while he's trying to harass on the land, force out infantry. The Chronic. Because Chronic's going to have a lot harder time actually sending everything over to harass Sup than vice versa. As long as Sup's got vision somewhere, he can actually just make a building, build over there. Well, you know, shift a building over there from home. Chronic trying to gather through this. Some nice micro there to bring them back in time. Sup, good focus. So firing down individual ships. Chronic is as well, but he's outnumbered here and he's not trying to micro back the lobies, so it's going to be an uphill battle and he's going to lose pretty much all these warships already. Bearing in mind he is still stacking, well, he's got one Mamilo stacked up in there. I was going to say he's stacking him up, but he's not really, just managed to squeeze out one. But he's forced out an awful lot of ships for Sup, so maybe he's banking on Sup potentially overcommitting to this. Sup's eco's looking really solid. He's got a third dock out just in case. So start doing a little bit more fishing now. Chronic not in the bank at the moment, but for now he's held off his Chronos opponent, but Sup can have a much faster second town centre in this position. He's ready to try and harass somewhere. The Calabria will be able to heal units through this though, but she's quite low, so she won't be able to really help on the water. Unless he brings her like right to the shore. He's really careful with her, which could be a good idea. She can heal water units, can't she? Because he can also get a water hero unit. The servants, and they actually have a big boost to healing ships. But he's not wanting to commit to those either. They're quite expensive, and so far he's already down on the warship count, so he's going to want to try and beef that up first. Attempts at harassing Citizen. Carnivora up once again, but I think there is enough warships to just focus it down. Might not actually be of any great consequence. for Chronic. But he's almost caught up ahead. Almost caught up in Vireme count. And he's fighting underneath his own dock. So he has got the assistance of a dock tower there. He has got units reinforcing faster than Sup, who's got this one back here that he needs to get back into the fight. If he will.
Go pause. Go pause.
So, losing
Go pause. Go pause.
some more Promethean. For now, Chronic not going to overcommit to anything on the land, but so now on 2 town centers, so he's going to start getting the economy he needs to actually mount a land army, while also being able to fight in the water here, because, you know, at first he was sort of able to actually catch up with the warships because Sup's trying to spend on 2 citizen production, but now he's sort of crept up on enough citizens that he can actually do so without it really impacting his warship production once again. So it's an uphill battle here on the water for Chronic. But he is going to take out a few fishing boats. Meanwhile, those Viremes does get sniped.
Bure. Yuji.
Sup. Now chasing around Chronic's army. He managed to get some of the fishing ships, but not all of them. So Milo being built up here. Sup. Looks like he's managed to really corner half the warships, but the other half are making a run for it. They're going to try and interrupt that water eco once again, but when Chronic's got a few hitting from the other sides as well. Saying that Sup is nearly ready to go to heroic. He's got his armory already. He could opt to get some armory upgrades and start pushing even from classical. It's right now. Pressure's really on, but Chronic's trying to get fishing boats where he can. Never has been used once again, but I think that's the last charge. Huge number of Mamelo being built up. They're going to get sent across the field, and once they get across, Valor being used as well, unfortunately hitting the citizen instead of another Mamilo there, but Sup want to finish off that counter barracks, I think, because then he can look at shifting both military barracks and the counter barracks across and really punish Chronic, who's just now going for that second settlement, but doesn't really have enough to defend it. And GG, I think he realizes, yeah, he can see the incoming force. He's got nothing there to defend it. He's already behind on the water, so Sup takes the series 2-0.